Wow, Minecraft Live did not disappoint this year. We learned a lot, and I'm super excited for Minecraft 1.19, which will actually be dubbed the Wild Update. In this video, I'm going to be going over exactly what's in this update and what to expect in the near future. Join me, the Derpy Whale, as I go through everything we currently know about this new update. If you enjoy the video, please consider giving it a like, it helps way more than you might think. And let me know in the comments what you're most excited about in this new update. First off, we've been shown more about the Deep Dark, the biome in which the Warden will actually spawn. They're being called ancient cities, and man, they are very cool. It has loot, soulfire, and some pretty cool structures. And Mojang also hinted that the structure in the middle will play a crucial role for this city, but not much information is given around that, as of yet.
New speedrun build.
We also know that the Warden can spawn in this city. As you can see, it crawling out of the ground because the player was making noise around it, which is so creepy, but very cool. And I think what's happening here is that the Warden spawn animation is actually it crawling out of the ground. There isn't actually a Warden just sitting there waiting. It's more of a, you're making noise in this biome, which can trigger a spawn for the Warden. That's my interpretation of it. It could be wrong. There could literally just be a Warden down there waiting for you. I don't know.
Forsen, for Sonia L. G. B. T. Base.
Thoughts on the LGBT race? What does that even mean?
We also got told more information about the sculpt blocks and the crucial role they play in this biome, and they are awesome, but to be honest, I think I'm going to let them explain it, because they did a really good job.
Catalyst. And the main thing about the sculpt catalyst is it's actually what causes the sculpt to spread. As you can see here, whenever a mob dies, such as a zombie, near the sculpt catalyst, it actually spreads sculk underneath it. And the amount is based on how much XP that zombie would have dropped.
Wow. Oh, and as you can see here, when you mine some of the sculk blocks, you actually get enchanting points.
Yes, and of course, if you still want to get some of the blocks for decoration or something, you can just use a silk touch.
And then we have the Skulk Shrieker. So when this block is activated, it's gonna give that really scary shriek sound that you heard now. And it also gives this darkness effect, so it's like pulsating darkness.
You can even see now when you're sneaking and you step on a skulk sensor, even sneaking it will activate.
But that's it in terms of the Warden and what we got to see during Minecraft Live. The second part of the Wild update was focusing on the jungle biome. And you probably know this already because I have a feeling it's going to go viral. There are now frogs in Minecraft, and not only frogs, there's 3 kinds, and they do have tadpoles as well. One of the cool things we actually learned about these tadpoles is that depending on which biome they're in, aka the water temperature, will actually decide what kind of frog it will grow up to be.
So you can see them roaming around, adding a lot of ambience to the swamp, making it feel just nice and cozy at night. But really, my favorite part of them is just making the world come to life, like feeling like there is life going on all around you. And oh yeah, also their frog food. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Their frog food.
Poor fireflies.
Yeah, but look how happy that frog is.
Yeah, and they're beautiful frog.
Moving on, we also have chest boats now, meaning you can now transfer your items over oceans. In this segment, they also hinted that rivers are just going to be wider in general.
Thank you for watching that video about Jogos.
Yep, we got a new
I know base weren't too happy about it, but it's nice to see a more positive representation of trans people on your stream.
Tree in Minecraft 1.19, and it is the mangrove tree.
So as you can see here, this is a propagule, and propagules grow from mangrove trees. They're actually like ready to grow mini mangroves growing from the mangrove. And you can see here the mangrove tree grows propped up on root blocks. It has vines hanging down from the leaves.
I didn't do anything. I just watched the video.
Underneath the leaves, they actually grow from the leaves themselves. And I really like how the propagules are looking.
It's the first tree in Minecraft to have a sapling which can actually be placed underwater. And with that new tree comes new wood, called mangrove wood. It kind of looks a bit like jungle wood, but that's just my opinion.
And you also don't see like all the blocks here. It's gonna be like a full set for the wood types. It's gonna be like doors and trapdoors and so on.
That's gorgeous. I love it.
By them. So as you can see in this video, walking around, you're just completely surrounded in the mangrove swamp. It's just mangroves as far as the eye can see, just like in real life. And you have all the mangroves propped up on their roots, growing in the water, so you can take your boat underneath like Agnes likes, and you're just completely surrounded by the awesome beauty of it.
It's so beautiful.
It's a shite for speedrunning.
I mean, during the sunset, every time I was testing, I would actually pause the day-night cycle just to watch the sunset in the mangrove swamp. It was super beautiful.
That's absolutely gorgeous. I noticed that that was not dirt.
We also got given a new mud block, which is something I think people have been expecting from Minecraft for a very long time, and I think it's kind of fitting that it would come in this update, given the name. These mud blocks have a cool functionality with them though. You can actually have them drip through a dripstone, and it will dry it out and become clay, meaning you can now make a renewable clay and probably a clay farm, whereas before you could never do that.
Block, and you stick it on top of the dripstone, it will sort of like drip the water out of the mud and eventually dry it out, which turns into clay.
I love the renewable clay. Like, I always need more bricks.
So mud bricks are a really, really exciting like building block, and as you can see here, the brick texture is actually different than the other stone bricks that we have in the game. So they're sort of smaller, more compact, but it is really cool like to build with. It matches a lot of different block sets, and I'm really excited to build with them.
I just love the look of them. They're awesome.
A lot of the block sets.
Fireflies were also added in this update, and they will be used as frog food, and they look amazing. Frogs will also have abilities which have not yet been decided, but it's going to be a randomized thing where a frog can have a special trait associated with it.
Alright.
Although Mojang said themselves that they're not really sure what these traits will be.
The LA! Wow! Yes, I'm super happy about that. It's a lovely, lovely mob.
On top of new Dungeons DLC, which adds in seasonal events, and Bedrock Edition getting these new kind of texture resource pack hybrids called behavior packs, which will allow them to add in 3D models very easily. So are you excited about Minecraft 19, the Wild update? Let me know in the comments what you're...
I mean, we pretty much got the world record in that game. So.
If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and a comment on what you want to see next.